Reserve Bank. And we have seen that the first thing governor will ask every day the moment he enters, what is my reserve today? Position was in such a situation, when we are barely left with 7 days of foreign exchange left, we have to go to IMF. And why this position came about, all of you know, very senior, so I will not discuss about it, how we are not exporting anything except for raw hide, minerals, tea, coffee. Other than that, we have nothing else to export. And with that, because whatever we are producing, we are so hardened that even beggarly countries like Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, they are refusing to import anything from us. So Made in India was despised by everybody. In such a situation, of course, you will not get for this, and that is how this situation came about. And why it happened, that also I did not say, as to how we are so protective by increasing the customs duty to an absurdly high level of 90%. As a result of which, whatever you import will become so costly that you will have to make do with whatever we produce within the country. That was the precise reason. Because we knew only one way of elbowing out competition was to artificially level up the customs duty to a ludicrous level. So that anything that is imported will become exorbitant. That was the reason, and you know that. So anyway, IMF insisted on complying with 12 conditions. I know it very well because I was within the small group in RBI who were coordinating this activity. Out of these 12 points, we negotiated hard, not to agree to many, but as you know, beggar is never a chooser. So ultimately we had to sign on the dotted line. And the first condition was opening of the market. Because they very rightly diagnosed that your method of elbowing out competition has undone you. And that has to be restored. So you have to open the market. And we open the market by slashing the customs duty. Very reasonable level. And the moment we did that, competition came rushing in from across the globe. Because everybody knows that we are a huge market. Okay. Now if US is in love with us or anybody else, the most important reason is we are in a big market. So nobody can ignore China and India. Whether they like us or not, they will have to fall in love with us. Because they understand the language of money and business much better than all of you, or including myself. So, the moment companies came rushing in, there was huge competition, intense competition. And when there is intense competition, product life will be very short. Isn't it? Because when there is intense competition, what happens? The first point in any competition is search for cutting edge. The moment competition comes, it comes with a clarion call to look for cutting edge over the competitor. Like if you look at the mobile phones, it was only for communication. Nobody ever thought that it will be used for photography, it will be used for radio, it will be used for internet. It was for communication. If you would have asked this question 20 years back, 15 years back, this is meant for what? This is for communication. It is a communication device. Then came competition and then people started looking for cutting edge. They incorporated the feature of radio, other things, and that is how, it is a smartphone today, it can do a lot of things today. So, once the search for cutting edge comes, then the staying power of the product at the top, the staying power will be less. Like earlier, suppose, this cycle. Earlier, like this staying power of a product like Ambassador car was for how many years? Nearly 30-50 years. Okay, staying power, because there was no competition. So that is why. But now, staying power of a product is so short. The moment it is going up, it is being knocked down by the competitor, as a result of which the staying power is only this. So staying power of the product lines is becoming shorter, requiring new knowledge for survival and growth. Yes, without new knowledge you cannot search for cutting edge. Search for cutting edge happens only when you think, and machines cannot think, only man can think. So man is the strategic asset now. Okay. So then technological differentiation with competitor is not sustainable in the long run. Now it is open economy. The same technology available to my competitor. I cannot say that I can beat you by technology. You cannot. Your competitor will love to do. Who are you to say so? If you have access to this technology, I also have access to that. So where is the cutting edge? So cutting edge is not coming out of technology. So finance, market, materials, everything is in a free market zone. So no cutting edge is coming out of that. Hence the cutting edge for survival and growth comes from man. Because only man can think. Man can ideate. Man can dream. Man can innovate. And that is why man is the greatest strategic asset and tool. This realization is a very big realization. Otherwise, if you look at the balance sheet in the asset side, many of you must have studied accountancy. Asset side, what? Plant, land and building. That's why Narayana Murthy had to shout out in the Chartered Accountants Association meeting. He said, my dear friends, the moment my 50,000 software engineers, they enter my buildings across the country, across the globe, I become a 90,000 crore company. The moment they enter at 9 a.m., I become 90,000 crore company. The moment they leave at 6 o'clock, what is left in my buildings? Only some computers. So I should be a 5,000 crore company. Okay? So they are forced. How can they accept a situation like this? It still remains 90,000 crore company in the middle of the night. How? That is because the value of human resource that accounts for 90,000 crore minus 5,000 crore. So first time everybody started realizing the valuation of it, and then of course human resource accounting is technique for ahead. Let us not talk about that. Yes. So this is how it progressed, Here transactional HR. So basically transactional HR is what? What the personnel and admin people they were doing. Like when I joined Reserve Bank, there was a department of personnel and administration. And suddenly they changed it to personnel, only personnel. Administration was separate. And then they made it HR. Then everybody started asking, what is the big value addition you are doing by changing the name of the department to HR? Actually, if you look at the functionalities, transactional HR was the job that was being done by the personnel people. Okay? Like what will be the salary, what will be the increment per year, what will be your basic pay, okay? And leave, how much leave, sick leave, what is the procedure, maternity leave, what is the procedure. Then slowly it moved up to consultative HR. Now, what is consultative HR? What is mostly being done in the public sector now? Which to some extent was also referred by Augustine sir. Okay? That he can only advise, he can only give consultative advice to other departments. Okay? But the final call will be taken by the CMD or the CEO. So HR will be consulted. But just because it is being consulted, that does not mean that whatever is being opined by HR, that it becomes Veda. No. So at that stage, many of the organizations are still there. But strategic HR is something which is very extensively practiced by very, very progressive companies. And in my own company also, I have done it to a very large extent, which I slowly share with you. So strategic HR, as I said, man is the only component in the organization which can dream, which can innovate, and conversely, which can make mistakes. Okay? We never call mistakes as mistakes now. Because what is a mistake? Mistake is something that you are not accepting because it is not falling in line with the standard route of finding a solution as taught to you in various schools. The greatest problem of education is teaches you to solve a problem in a particular manner. The moment you try to do it differently, it is branded as a mistake. But believe me, unless you try to do it differently, you are not going to be noticed anywhere. Okay? Like the other day, my brother's daughter was telling, have you fallen in love? She's telling, nahi, bade baba, nahi ho raha. Now I'm looking for a boy जो थोड़ा हटके कुछ करेगा. So थोड़ा हटके करना. That is not only in this affair, but also in our corporate dynamics, we look for that, which some people brand as mistakes. Okay? Unless you do mistake, unless you commit, so you have to encourage people how to make mistakes. That's what I am telling you. A lot of examples I give you how mistakes we are celebrating now. So, strategic HR creating dreams in people. Okay? So, I'll talk about the dreaming part. Then encouraging people to be creative, innovative, and think out of box. All of you know how to think out of box. That is what exactly I was trying to say when I said that थोड़ा हटके कुछ करो. हाँ, सेम तुम्हारे दादा परदादा ने जो जिस तरह किया था तुम भी वही किया. तो तुम पैदा होके फायदा क्या हुआ? स्ट्रेट परदादा से तो अभी तक आ जाता. बीच में तो आए क्यों? What is your contribution? Nil. Right. So thinking out of box is something multilateral thinking. You must have read Edward D. Bono's book, and you find how, see, like I ask you this question, what is the role of this pen? Or I don't have a pen. Suppose I pick up a pen and I tell you, all of you will say writing. The moment I ask you, tell me another 10 uses of this pen, what are you going to do? Can you tell me, one of you? Yeah, can you tell me at least 5 uses of a pen?
Poking ears.
I'll borrow your pen. Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Tell me, number 1 is writing that anybody will give. That Dada Pardada se सब लोग जानते हैं, no? हाँ. अच्छा, okay. What else? What else?
It is a good decorative piece in pocket.
3. I'm asking for 5. Why 5? 10.
Punishing children.
Sir, it is very good instrument for
No, it's a good
eye exercise.
When trained,
Eye exercise is very good instrument.
sir,
It's a good tool
shall I tell you,
for
sir?
playing also, sir. It can be used
I
for
can
playing.
become a poet
Ah.
by the pen, help of the pen.
Okay.
Number 1. Number 2, I can make a best gift either to the children or to anybody else.
Good.
I can help by giving the pen to somebody else to write something. And I can give my pen to you like this to make a signature and keep it in my pocket.
No, I was asking about use of the pen. He was right. He was right when he said 3 or 4. Somebody else also said
It's
two
for
or 3.
it's a good tool for playing also.
Yeah. See, what I... No, agreed. If I give you time, you will find out 20 minutes. But what I am trying to ask you is, the moment I asked him, tell me another 5 uses, what he did. He was trying to ransack his toolbox here. कि निकालो और पॉइंट निकालो. एक तो सब गद्दा भी जानता है लिखने का, दूसरा निकालो. Okay? And can you not do it for each and everything you do in the organization? Like I do the day a new person joins, I tell him, okay, today, at the end of the day, whatever activities you are doing, please give me 5 possible alternative ways of doing that. But not tomorrow, because tomorrow you will get used. You know the theory of conditioning. So next day you will say, my company is doing the best possible one. We are the greatest company in the planet. But first day, you will find out how many more uses, alternatives, ways of doing this job can be there. And out of that very interesting points we have picked up and we have implemented. I will say a few with you. Right. So, out of box, then competency building and knowledge management. Please believe me that each and every company, like Mr. Sir was telling and I was also sharing with him, that we are into a lot of business activities. Okay? So if I ask you what is the, tell me what is the, there is not a single company which is sticking to its point for all time to come. Okay, that I will be doing this only. It is not so. Because the opportunities in the environment, if you look at the company like Wipro, so it had a soap and oil complex in Pune. From that, he started tracking the opportunities in the environment, and then he started grabbing the opportunities. That all of us are doing. Because new opportunities are coming up in the environment and the existing opportunities are dying. So some of the companies which used to do something, now they are doing something else. Like BSA. BSA is which brand? Which company? I mean, what it does? Cycle. But have you ever thought what is the full form of BSA? Anybody?
Birmingham Small Arms.
Yeah. Birmingham Small Arms. Sir has rightly pointed out. Now think for a while. You will have your jaws wide open. So it was a small arms company which was making firearms some 30-40 years back. Then it went into the business of setting up restaurants across Europe. Okay. Then it started blasting mines. Now it is making bicycles. Suppose tomorrow it makes aeroplanes, you have any problem? That's what. See, most of the companies, they are looking for opportunities and they will be changing. So what happens to the HR person in the company? Like my chairman told, for that matter, I said that we are getting into this business from tomorrow, chemicals business. We are getting into footwear business. So what HR will do? They will go for the last one, competency building in the organization. Okay? So that right type of competency is built to produce people who are making toys earlier to produce software tomorrow. There comes the question, how much skill you will be building, how much skill you will be hiring from the market, how much skill you will be borrowing from others. That is the HR strategy. But the fact remains that you will have to build competency and give it out later to the chairman. Sir, yes, go into footwear, no problem. In 6 months I am preparing the competency like this. Right? Yes. So, now we come to the point. So, whatever business we go, as I said, the competition has become so incisive that the result will decide. Okay? Earlier there was a time, you must be knowing that most of the steel plants were set up in God-forsaken places, in remote areas, in Odisha, in Madhya Pradesh and other places. Keeping in mind the first important factor is the socialistic purpose of setting up a sort of infrastructure so that the tribals will get road, light, telephone, etc., and they will move on. And in the process of doing that, by mistake, if the company makes some profit, then we have no issue. That was the objective, na? Now, who is going for this objective? Because this objective is possible only when, there is a different type of environment. Now, when the environment is a cutthroat competition, the only thing that matters is result. Whatever efforts you are doing, whether you are able to give result or not. When, as I said, I came from Reserve Bank, then I come to the private sector. Earlier I was, like in RBI, we used to give a lot of importance not on result, but on following the rules, following the systems. But when I came here, suddenly there was a change. Nobody talks of these things. Most important thing, result हुआ या नहीं? Result नहीं होता है तो my chairman says that, अच्छा, you are telling me a story of failure. Okay, please keep it reserved. Or you write a book after your retirement, please write. Now tell me, what have you come up with? Have you got any result or not? खाली हाथ आए हो क्या? खाली हाथ आए हो तो तुमको मैं टॉलरेट कर सकता हूँ 7 days, 1 month. After that, even if you are my father, I will have to throw you out. Because the language of competition understands only one thing, that is result. I want result. Okay. So, result in the organization is of competitive valuation, as I say, because I am in continuous competition with my competitors. Hence, performance is of relative excellence. So the earlier, see, when I was working in RBI, I used to give somebody, I tell them, he is a very good worker, excellent. घर भी नहीं जाता है. He is forgotten about his wife. Do you know he sits up to 9 o'clock when he works? Very hard worker, excellent. Okay? But now I am asking, really so? What is the value addition he has done to the company? How much value he has added by his work? Okay? So if performance cannot be measured, it cannot be quantified. And something cannot be measured, cannot be improved. Something cannot be measured, cannot be improved, my dear friends. It is a hypothetical, say, my wife is excellent, my son is excellent. अरे किसके साथ कंपेयर करके बोल रहे हो? अपने आप. Right? Yes. So, either we dream, innovate, set our own benchmark and play leadership role on continual basis. I am not saying continuous, I am saying continual. So that, it has a consistency of moving up. So either we dream, innovate, set our benchmark and play leadership role on continual basis. This is one option. One option is dream. As I said, you will have to, see, only when you know how to dream incessantly, you will be in a position to create new values in a continual basis. Otherwise, you will be stuck up with status quo. And you will be burdened and you will be cast to commit the same mistake again and again. Though you know that you have been beaten by the competitor, but still you would like to do the same thing. See how many years HMT is taking time to come up, what to do. How many years? Right? So, either we dream, innovate, set our benchmark. I said, see, unless if you want to be a winner, then you should be at war with yourself. You don't have to look at others. Set your own benchmark high, then beat it. Again high, beat it. But you have to look this side and say there is no need at all. For organizations also it is the same. You set your own benchmark and you beat it, or then only you will be leader. Otherwise, or decide to allow the competitor to set the benchmark and you be the follower. If competitor is setting you the benchmark, then you will be a follower. Okay? What happened? What has happened to Indian Airlines? Air India, they call it Air India now, after merger. Okay? You know very well. When there was a rule, when I was in RBI, that we have to fly only by national carrier. We used to do that. Do you think the air hostesses, you call them aunties or whatever, see, do you think at any time they have laughed? The other day I traveled after maybe 1 year to do a corporate tie-up with some private airline. So, but then I had to travel. Then I suddenly found they are smiling. So when one auntie was smiling, I asked him, I asked him, why are you smiling? Then he said, are you amused? I said, yes. Because you never used to smile earlier. Only you used to frown. Now why are you smiling? Now what to do, beta? अभी वो प्राइवेट एयरलाइन में छोटे-छोटे लड़की छोटे-छोटे ड्रेस में सब नया बेंचमार्क सेट कर रहे हैं. I'm coming to benchmark. Benchmark सेट कर रहे हैं. We are matching the benchmark. कोई रास्ता नहीं है हमारे. ठीक है? So if you try to benchmark set by the competitor, you will be a follower. You are destined to be a follower. You can never be a leader. So set your own benchmark, and then you will be playing the leadership role. Now I have divided this results into two areas. That too is guided by sir. One is the leadership process which stimulates the result. The other one is system. Both I will discuss with you with sufficient examples. So first I will be talking about the leadership process, because without this nothing is possible. You can put best systems and all, but without leadership it will not be possible. As you must have seen in your limited sphere of activities in your own area. So, and in leadership, dream and dream big, which I have always told my team members in my company. Because I strongly believe that the greatest tragedy of human life is not that you dream big and miss it. You must have read it somewhere. The greatest tragedy of human life is not that you dream big and miss it, but you dream small and achieve it. This is the biggest tragedy. Okay? Because most of us are so much concerned about our comfort zone that the moment there is comfort zone, I recoil and I relax. अरे मेरे को क्या है, इधर तो आराम से बैठ के नारियल ट्री देख रहा हूँ, हवा आ रहा है. Why should I put myself into so much of this? Okay? So believe me, this is a very, very important point. But as you know, sheep, SHIP, sheep. Ships are safe in the harbor, but they are not meant for that. Okay? They are meant to break ocean, discover new islands, and create new history. We are also born as human beings exactly like for that purpose. How many of you are sure that you will be born as human being in your next birth? Yeah, Satpati, na? Satpati. Satpati, tell me, are you sure that you will be born as human being in your next birth? No, na? Yeah.
Maybe.
But Brahma Kumari's prophecy is this.
Brahma Kumari. Have you seen tension in chicken on a Sunday? Sunday, suppose I end up in Sarpati's place one morning. Then Sarpati thinks, sir, for chicken. So he goes to the chicken stall with his girlfriend. Oh, you are married? With his wife. Now he says, अच्छा ठीक है, ये chicken तो है बहुत, तो ये लाल वाले को काट लो. Then the moment he raises finger at the लाल chicken inside the jali, लाल chicken को पता है अभी क्या होने वाला है. So it says cool. And that time his wife says, नहीं ये नंदी थोड़ा ज्यादा खाएगा लगता है, तो इसलिए ये छोटा पड़ेगा लाल वाला, ये इसको छोड़ दो काले वाले को काट. So he immediately moves hand from red to black. Red वाला बोलता बच गया. काला वाला चिकन जो है मगर कू बोलने से कौन छोड़ता. And you know what happens after that? It ends in my plate. Believe me, friends, none of you, including me, is sure that this will not happen to us in our next birth. Okay? Next birth is not in our hands. This is the only life as human being where the entire life is in your class. Either whatever you want, you can do. You can dream big and chase any bloody big dream. Nobody can stop you from doing that. The entire life is in your class, and this life you are not going to get again. Okay? So what is the moral of the story? Dream big, very big, and chase your dream with all the passion. POSSION, जिसका इंग्लिश दूसरा वर्ड कुछ है नहीं, हिंदी में बहुत मुश्किल से मेरा हिंदी लोगों ने मेरे को बोले हैं, मेरे माय वाइफ इज आल्सो वेरी हिंदी फैनाटिक, सो शी सेज दैट इसका एक ही वर्ड है पागलपन। पागलपन, जुनून, जुनून ना तो उर्दू हो गया, बट ठीक है, जुनून आई थिंक इज आल्सो या। सो एनी ड्रीम यू आर चेजिंग विथ पागलपन, द ड्रीम विल बिकम अ रियलिटी, and if you change a dream without pagalpan, it will be a disaster. So the choice is yours. You are creating reality for yourself. So don't ever blame anybody in your life that this reality I am suffering because my father was not in IAS, so that's why I am so and so. No. You create your own reality by deciding how to dream and how to change your dream. And in the process of changing your dream, suppose you make mistake, I have told you what is mistake, so don't take it very seriously. But in the process of changing dream, you make a mistake, then what is going to happen? Nothing is going to happen. All of you know that Columbus wanted to discover India, isn't it? He wanted to discover India and he reached American shore by mistake, underscore in red, in bold, in capital. He reached American shore by mistake. But he was chasing his dream so powerfully that when he reached American shore, he saw a lot of lal लोगों को सब देख लिया. Then he said, yes, these fellows are Indians. So let me call them Red Indians. And that is why the aborigines in America are still called Red Indians. Just because a man called Columbus had committed a mistake. So now you know what is the implication of mistake. But my question to you is whether this mistake of Columbus prevented his name from being written in golden letters in the annals of history? No. If you would have discovered India, possibly you would have been equally famous. So what is the difference between right and wrong? What is the difference between right and a mistake? There is no difference at all. Okay? When Wright brothers, they were trying to fly the machine, the whole village came and started spitting on them. Then you are committing a mistake. You are trying to fly the machine. Don't you know the simple thing that birds fly? Because they have wings. And you are trying to fly the machine. Two idiots. Do something sensible. Suppose they would have given up their dream and done something so-called sensible, we will be still flying by, traveling by bullock cart, my dear friends. Just because they decided to clutch on to the dream with all the passion, pagalpan, we are flying today. Okay? So, when you change a dream and make some mistake, so-called mistake, the mistake does not remain a mistake. Okay? It does not remain a mistake. It becomes a celebration. Like Amitabh Bachchan when he came to Bombay. They said, "Arey, to lambu hai." He did not get any role. You know it very well, na? Yes. They said, "Arey, heroine क्या है उसका गोद में आएगा? इतना लंबा है, जाओ भागो." But he clutched on to his dream of making it big in Bombay. Never went back to Calcutta again to become a clerk in the ship liner from where he had come. He stayed put in Bombay, clutched on to the dream with all the passion, as a result of which he is the emperor of Bollywood today. Same thing will happen with my country cousin. Who? There are so many heroes and heroines in Bollywood, who have converted weakness into strength. I was referring to Rani Mukherjee. Well, she also came, they said, "Arey, iska voice to pura Marat jaisa hai." She has a husky voice. They said, "Iska Marat jaisa voice, isme romance ki tarah hai, ye to bhag jayega." So she was rejected also initially. She also clutched on to the dream with all the passion. As a result of which she converted that husky voice to be the sexiest voice of Bollywood, because of which she was the reigning queen of Bollywood for a very long time. What has happened to her today, I don't care. But you will agree that she was reigning queen of Bollywood for a very long time. So when you chase your dream and clutch on to the dream with all the pagalpan, you will find that all weaknesses are becoming strengths and all mistakes are becoming right. Okay, so that's all. That is I was just telling you what is the power of dream. Passion, right? So leader must chase the dream with all passion, encourage team members to think multilaterally and make mistakes. As I said, I tell my team members, today is a mistake day. Have you ever celebrated a mistake day? Please do it. Today is a mistake day, starting from the morning till evening, with your wife, with your children, with your colleagues in the office, make all mistakes. And at the end of the day, write down. Okay? What are the mistakes you have made? Believe me, out of these mistakes, you will find so many causes for celebration, because these are not mistakes actually. Grand innovations, grand acts of creativity, which you have never experimented, and you would have gone to the grave with your status quo position. Status quo, जो है यही इसको ही लेके जाने के, ठीक है? So that's what. So encourage team members to think multilaterally. I gave you the example of pen. I can give you so many examples. Like in one of the lecture sessions, I asked somebody. He said, I said, what is the biggest mistake or innovation you have done that you want to celebrate today? If I ask you, he said, sir, I tell you. I said, what? No, my hostel superintendent's daughter was very sweet, and I was mentally in love. But the girl was smiling kavi, but the old man was always coming out with a sword to kill me. So in such a situation, what I did one day, that at 4 o'clock I put alarm in my clock, and the moment alarm came, I started chew the chewing gum for about 10 minutes, and it became very soft. I went coolly and pasted on the call bell of the hostel superintendent. Those days the call bell was not ding dong. The moment you press grrrr sound. So he put the chewing gum there and came and again slept. And the entire house was on fire. Then the old man got up, then they found out who has done this. But they could not know who has done it. They forgot about it. But this boy, he wrote a long love letter to the girl that I have done it, and so I hope you will appreciate it. This was the only way to do something which possibly you will remember. And when they said this to the old man on the day of marriage, the old man was so happy that this is another use of chewing gum. Like I asked him what are the 6 uses of pen. Suppose I ask him what are the 10 uses of chewing gum. Somebody will say this is this. Okay. So build formidable teams of leaders. Build formidable teams of leaders by mentoring them and inspiring them to deliver much more than they believe they are capable of. The last part is very important. I have experimented it almost on daily basis. Because when I say you set your own benchmark, I have set my own benchmark that I can run 5 kilometers in 1 hour. Anybody who makes me run 7 kilometers in 1 hour, 7 minus 5, that is the role of motivation, inspiration, whether motivation is positive, negative, I don't care. But you will have to agree that when somebody is performing much more than he believes he is capable of, that differential is the most important factor in the organization. Because we take us so much for granted that the aspirational component which is lying in us, we never take care of that. Okay, so now the leadership portion I have completed. Now I am coming to the system portion. Then of course we will throw it open for discussion. So the system is like this. like this. Okay. So the starting point is this. See, the leadership vision broken down into quantifiable performance matrices. This is V. Suppose my chairman has seen the vision to make my company the best footwear company in India. That is his vision. Okay? And that vision has to have the timeline. Okay? In any competition, in any competitive dynamics post-globalization, as I told you, that competition has become so incisive, so cutthroat. The most important part of the competition is time. Time is the essence. Okay? Like if I say, suppose he is bachelor, I will say, Satpati sir, aap शादी करेंगे. वो लोग करेंगे, देखेंगे, and he will marry in 75. Okay? Or in 80. So, what is important is that result within specified time. When we talk about result, the time frame is very important in the post-globalization era, where the competition is so cutthroat that the moment you are budging an inch, your competitor has marched 1 kilometer ahead. Okay, so that's what. So vision vision to be broken down into quantifiable performance matrices. So if he has seen a dream to make it the best footwear company, then I have to find out that what is the benchmark of the best footwear company in different parameters. Sales, what should be the sales target, what should be the finance position, then what should be the HR target, what should be the materials. Like all the functional areas, you break down the target, the overall target into quantifiable performance matrices. Then these heads, they will further break it down, finally it comes to the district head. This is how we do it in our company. Right? We break it down to the district head. And then everybody is given their KRAs are fixed and performance goals are fixed, and it is reviewed on a weekly basis, and all of them they achieve. Then it moves up. Finally, everybody achieves, it goes to him. His vision realized, he goes to see another vision. This is how, it keeps rolling. So leadership vision broken down into quantifiable performance matrices. Time is the essence, as I told you, in any competitive dynamics. Set performance goals and key result areas for all managers linking deliverables to result delivery chain. As I gave you the example here. So, all of you know what is KRA, na?
Yes.
It is fixed for you. Okay. So, I think you are in HR. Can you tell me what can be KRA for a manager who is looking after employee engagement? Tell me 3 KRAs.
Employee engagement. That is a part of.
I am asking this question because most of you will be confused between KRA and job description. The moment I ask you KRA, I am talking of result, which can be directly linked to the balance sheet. I am not interested in job description. Right? How many picnics the employee engagement manager has organized, how many this and that he has organized, she has organized. I am not interested in that. These are all, job descriptions. But for me, KRA is
Right person, the right role.
no, that also is not. KRA is how the attrition has come down. How many people are in love with the organization? Okay. How many people have not left during last year? How the percentage decline in attrition? How many people you have reduced? Suppose you are the manager. What is the percentage reduction in number of absenteeism on Mondays? How many people are coming late on Mondays? Because Monday, I always consider organization as the second wife. Okay? So there is a continuous war between first wife and second wife. किसका ग्रेविटेशनल पुल कितना ज्यादा है? मंडे देखेंगे आप ज्यादातर लोग लेट आ रहे हैं. That means the organizational pool, the gravitational pull from second wife is less. Okay? That is why it will directly reflect on the efficiency and performance of the manager-employee engagement. That he is not able to establish the employee engagement level to the extent which an employee will feel more inclined to come to the company rather than being at home with the old lady. Right? Yes. So that is KRA. So performance goals and KRAs you have to set, linking deliverables to the result delivery chain as I showed here. Then keep sufficient scope for aspirational goals. See, we are a sales-based company. So what do? We try to set goals for the sales people. And when we try to set goals, we have two yardsticks. What I tell is that whatever my competitor is selling in this territory, where you are the manager of a particular territory, whatever my competitor is selling, that should be coming to me. Because you are not good enough, he has hijacked my sale. So that I should get back. That is number one. Number two is how many new customers you are creating. That comes within the realm of aspirational KRAs. Okay. Then closely monitor KRA realization by all managers down the line. As I said, you monitor here, then it goes up there. Okay. Then you intervene for course correction. For course correction, you intervene. Suppose you find that the target that you have set, goal that you have set, it is not giving the type of result. You will have to do course correction by making a review. What are the factors which are responsible for your not achieving this result? Whether you need to mentor him, train him, and if nothing succeeds, then replace him. This is where the practice we follow in public sector and in private sector is different. In private sector, we are very, very punishing. We say that if somebody is not performing and you are showing lenience to him and keeping him there, you are only cutting your own leg. The reason is, the moment you are encouraging a non-performer,
Please. No. I was just.
So the moment you are encouraging a non-performer to occupy a place, he is not adding value to the organization. That means, if he is not adding value to the organization, your bonus is coming down, your incentive is coming down, and everybody is suffering in the process. So he becomes a liability for the entire organization. So if somebody is a low performer, convert him to a high performer within a timeline. If you cannot, then ask him to go and put a high performer in his place. Okay, this is the simple logic we follow. Because we cannot afford to give that much time to somebody to reform or not to reform. So intervene for course correction, leadership support, as I said, outplacement is finding out a job for him, maybe in a supplier company and all that at a lower salary. If needed, without any compromise on timeline, as I said. So goal achieved within timeline and result delivered. Okay. So this is how the goal is achieved and result you are getting within the specified timeline. Then closing warm up and celebration, of course. Then worthy rewards for both financial and non-financial. Yeah, this point I want to highlight a little bit because you may be saying that being in public sector, what to do? I cannot reward somebody. Even 10 rupees I cannot give to somebody. So if I cannot reward somebody, then how? I can motivate somebody. Okay? But all of you must agree that actually non-financial incentives have greater accrual value than the financial incentives. Financial incentives you take it for granted. The day you get it, next day you forget about it. But there are many non-financial incentives which have such abiding force. Like when I was heading the currency praise, as sir was mentioning to you. That was also in RBI, so you cannot motivate anybody, you cannot release anybody. So what to do? But nobody prevented me from finding out the birthdays of the wives of the employees. Nobody prevented me from finding out the marriage anniversary dates of these employees. So on their marriage anniversary dates of a very humble worker, a layman, I would have kept in my computer. And I know that these workers' marriage anniversary is today. Early morning I will be going by morning walk every day. I was going through the workers' colony. And then I will pick up 2-3 roses from the nursery. And I go and I press the bell. They get up, hurried, because I am going very early, around 6:30 and all the poor fellows. And then I say, wish you very happy marriage anniversary. Believe me, many times the wives of the workers, they cry. They say, this fellow has never remembered the anniversary for the last 6 years. And you being head of the factory, you are coming and wishing us. Sir, chai pili to aapko jana nahi padega.
But sometimes the dates are wrong in the records.
वो होने से भी, believe me, होने से भी 10% में अगर मान भी लिया ना, तो फिर impact नहीं है. How you reach out, you know? How you reach out?
नहीं सर, उसमें क्या हो जाता है कि स्वीट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफिस में आ जाता है कंप्यूटर में डेट ऑफ बर्थ, सबको स्वीट बांटो भाई. तब मेरे जैसा आदमी जहाँ पर रॉन्ग डेट है तो रोना पड़ता है कि रॉन्ग डेट पे मैं स्वीट्स बांट रहा हूँ.
बट साइड डेट में तो नहीं बांट रहा हो ना. इट इज कंपनसेटेड. एक्चुअल डेट में आप नहीं बांट रहे हो.
आपने बांटने की क्या जरूरत थी?
नहीं, what I am trying to say is, आप अगर ये टूल बॉक्स को थोड़ा हिलाएंगे तो आपके पास इतने सारे नॉन फाइनेंशियल इंसेंटिव देने का आइडिया आ जाएगा. If I tell you one by one, it will take one day.
Yes,
so,
right. I think we will manage the time.
Yeah, that's right. इसलिए, so non-financial incentives have more, sustaining value than financial incentives. If you think about it, then okay. So then special incentive and reward for realizing the aspirational goals and KRAs. As I said, aspirational goals are something which is by way of a potential appraisal. Like something is within you, you never realize. Like I was sharing with man actually that my daughter-in-law forced me to sing Tamil song in their marriage, and suddenly I found that I could have been a good singer also. I could have been a good dancer also. So these are the aspirational components which otherwise you will go to the grade straight. Okay, in your epitaph it will be written he was a good manager in whatever public sector organization you worked or you are working. Right. So yeah, you are the winner and start the next envisioning process to create the new history, as I said here. So this is how with the constraints of public sector. I know this is one question definitely you will ask, because I have overcome many of these situations like that, and that's why I always feel that once you have decided to chase your dream with all the passion, you will find all these constraints will never come into picture. They will somehow dissipate. And you will come out with a solution. So it is not that in private sector always we are successful in coming out with whatever we decide. Yes, things are slightly easier. But it is not that difficult that you cannot do wonders. Okay. So many of my friends have done, I have also done, and we have achieved a lot of success, which is still being emulated as great successes in terms of how to come out with innovative solutions to contract labor, how to come out with the quality issues, how to come out with the staggering rest interval issue. Okay, if you do all these things, you will find that it is possible to do wonders. Thank you very much, friends.
It was great having Dr. Nandi with us, who not only gave us some very useful insights about our roles as leaders and what we can do to create results and manage the results, but also made the afternoon session a very lively session. It was really great to have Sarantya and Dr. Nandi with us this afternoon, who shared very insightful thoughts. I request my colleague Mr. Vasanthi to present a moment to each of them. We have the tea ready, so I suggest that we quickly have a cup of tea. Don't take a break of more than 10 minutes. We come back See this beautiful film, The Power of Vision. Very nice film, I'll recommend. 32-minute film. And after that, we distribute certificates. And 5 o'clock, you'll be ready to have your IT and you can discuss. That's the agenda for that.
One question on this, sir.
Yes.
As for his speech was very good. Just one question is sir कि आपके जूनियर जो भी होंगे 90% खुश होंगे, क्या आप बॉस को भी इसी तरह से खुश रखते होंगे या क्या होता है? आपके जूनियर तो 90% खुश थे, और क्या बॉस आपके कितना खुश है?
वैसे कुछ तो
थोड़ा सा दीजिए सर, थोड़ा सा
I don't want it. Let's discuss over the team because some of them are about to.
How did you manage your boss? What he wants to know.
Yeah.
Can I answer that?
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was very insightful. I'm so happy to listen that.
आपको छोड़ना अपना फार्मूला ले जाओ।
क्या कुछ लिया आपने? हैं? अच्छा बंद, अभी बंद कर दो।
फार्मूला ले
हाँ।